All right, thank you, Yanni. The Massachusetts native who inspired the Ice Bucket Challenge lost his battle today with ALS.
Pete Frates had a mission. He would raise awareness and millions of dollars for ALS research as he himself fought the debilitating disease. Eyewitness News reporter Rob Nesbitt joins us now with more on Frates' legacy.
Frates lived 7 years after his diagnosis with ALS, or Lou Gehrig's disease. The average lifespan after diagnosis is 3 to 5 years. It's Frates' hard work and influence that could change those numbers for others diagnosed. Peter Frates was just 34 years old when he lost his hard-fought battle with ALS.
It just cuts a life short, unfortunately.
The face and influence of the Ice Bucket Challenge that became a viral social media campaign and an inspiration, according to his former baseball teammate at Boston College, Sean McGill.
You know, he's just one of those guys that right from the start you knew he was going to be special.
Frates helped raise more than $220 million for ALS research.
The Spirit of Lou Gehrig Award.
Money that is unprecedented, according to the president of the ALS Association Rhode Island chapter, John Pagliarini.
Because of Peter and the Ice Bucket Challenge, we've been able to underwrite the cost of several important research studies that are taking place right here in Rhode Island.
Even with hundreds of millions spent towards the cause, ALS still has a fatal grip on those who are diagnosed.
The sad thing about ALS is still there is no treatment and there's no cure, and the disease was discovered 150 years ago, actually, in 1869.
Pagliarini is a firm believer that will change, and that Frates' legacy will be the role he played in raising money and awareness.
We will find the answer to this puzzle and find a cure for ALS.
Anyone who would like to extend an expression of sympathy to the family is asked to make a donation to the Peter Frates Family Foundation. We've included a link to that website where you can click to donate on WPRI.com. Live in the newsroom, I'm Rob Nesbitt, Eyewitness News.